Thanks.
Yeah.
Velcro. Next to the Walkman and Tab, it is the coolest invention in the 20th century.
Why are you doing this? I mean, do you have a date or something?
No, I wish. I just know I must be horny. I'm going to babysit. You should see me when I go out.
Slow, slow. Quick, quick slut. It's Katrina Porter.
Oh, dang. Hi, Anna Serene.
Welcome to Split Happens, everyone else.
Welcome, everybody. Mostly everybody. Except Anna Serene.
You excluding me?
Yes.
Each week, Katrina and I discuss a movie both of us love. However, only one of us gets to say anything good about the movie. They're the pro of the episode, which means the other is a con and must attack it. Our one rule is the con only has to attack during the synopsis, and if they say anything at all good about the movie during that time, they're going to get a penalty, and will then have to say something good about a movie that they hate, and the pro gets to decide which one that will be. So, this week, if Katrina catches a rule break from me, we're going to hear this sound.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
We also, speaking of sounds,
Yeah, we're recording at the lake, and it's snowing.
it's beautiful.
It's really beautiful. What's not beautiful is some creaky-ass, spooky sound.
It is spooky.
It is.
It's like a swing died, and it's its ghost. It's like the ghost of a swing.
Right.
It's like, wee, wee.
Or a meat cleaver.
A meat cleaver.
Yeah.
That's a sound that you feel like a meat cleaver makes?
Yeah, in the hand of a serial killer.
Wee. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wee. Okay.
Yeah. Or one, like, especially like one that like really wants to mess with you. So he's super patient.
Yeah.
Like he's had an Ativan and he can take his time.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm chill. So he does it like every not even like every 8 seconds. He'll do it like 6 seconds and then like 11 seconds and then 5. There's no rhythm. There's no pattern.
Thrown off the rhythm.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would do.
Maybe they had like a thumper, like in Dune, where they have to like walk without rhythm. Also, that was really specific.
You know what?
Huh.
I pulled the whatever it is out of the turkey today. What's that long?
The neck?
Then yeah, that reminded me so much of the bad thing from Tremors.
Oh. Save the neck for me, Clark. We'll do, Eddie.
We are already all over the place. And I feel like it's my fault.
I feel like it's been forever since we've recorded.
I feel like everything has been forever all the time.
Yeah. I feel like it's been forever since I put lotion on my hands. They're so dry.
You're a dry ass bitch.
You're dry and brittle. Dry and brittle. My hands are like peanut brittle.
Ooh, peanut. Who doesn't love peanut? You know what, actually, I don't love peanut brittle.
I don't either.
It sticks to the roof of your mouth.
Yes.
But it's not as satisfying as a Butterfinger. Like, you can excuse that from a Butterfinger.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. And I do often.
Yeah. Like, you can stay up there.
My hands are brittle as phyllo pastry.
Everybody loves phyllo. Disclaimer. My brain normally doesn't work so good.
I think you got a fun brain.
Thank you. Ty had back surgery a week ago, and it's been a struggle.
Yeah, it has.
So your girl hasn't slept in about 8 days.
No, she hasn't.
But I needed Anna
Mm.
to come here and be with me and also to record. But I really needed Anna to be here.
Aw.
So we're going to do this and just see what happens. But if I say things that are even dumber than usual, and I'm the pro on this one, so I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, everybody.
I am really looking forward to my happy ending for this one.
Well, I want to know what you think you're going to do to this movie.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to go up against this movie through a dance competition, but it will mostly just be spins and gymnastics. And also, it's the 80s. And Helen Hunt is there.
This is the happiest movie ever. This can only be 1985. God, what a good year. Girls just want to have fun. Yes, they do.
Shout, break out, don't be insecure. 'Cause it's a chance to scream. Go on, shout, break out, go dance with her. 'Cause she's a physical dream. Oh yeah, shout, break out from the way.
This movie was on our original list
Yeah.
of movies to cover.
We were going to do something else. I won't say what it is because we'll still do it at some point, but we just kind of, probably because my brain's not so good, we were like, let's just do something else. And we were kind of brainstorming, which is an exaggeration. And we came up with this one, and it was just like, oh, of course, let's do this.
We were like brain drizzling.
Brain drizzling. Yeah. Oozing. Actually, oozing is not.
No, not
I
a
know.
not a full storm.
I don't even want to tell you why that's words on my brain.
Oh boy.
So we were taking our notes, and speaking of, Ty had the audacity to have some negative commentary about this movie.
The audacity of it.
And I've been a very good nurse.
Ew.
Not in that way. God, Jesus. And I'll say, I can punch him in the back.
It's not- I can do it. I'm not saying I'm going to go full Annie Wilkes, but I'd wash your fucking mouth.
Right. I got you to this progress. I can take you back to where you started.
I'm really excited.
I was like, oh, I cannot wait to look up trivia for this. And then I went to look up trivia for this, and there ain't shit. What there is not really even worth because it's like the debut of 7 different people that I don't even know who they still are. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to mention that because,
The next episode that we do, we'll have a bit of trivia.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, and we will say what it's going to be at the end of this episode.
Yeah, because we are definitely doing it tonight. We're doing a bang bang.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. Do 2 episodes in one day to record.
I do have a question, though.
Okay.
Who drank all of the tequila? Surely it wasn't us. This bottle is halfway gone.
I don't know.
You guys are Nazis, man. It's just so good.
We're back on the, we lost our religion because we drank it all. And then I found it again at the liquor store.
And we're back to wine instead of marks.
You know what we found along with our religion? Some wisdom. And it was that margaritas were getting us real drunk.
And hungover.
Yeah.
I love tequila and all,
I
but
love tequila, but wine doesn't do us that dirty, and just doing a little shot of religion does the trick.
I gotta be honest, I'm kind of tempted to have a Calamocho tonight.
Ooh.
Get back on the Calamocho train, toot toot.
I have Coca-Cola. Well, let me give you the 2 pieces of trivia I have for this movie.
Okay.
And I cannot wait to tell you the first piece, so you'll shut the fuck up and quit asking me about it. Because Anna has said about 12,000 times, gosh, I wonder why Cyndi Lauper didn't do... I mean, this is her song. I wonder why they didn't do her song. What? Oh, do you hear that sound?
Oh, it's the
There's a
ghost
serial
of the
killer.
swing.
Oh, it was 27 seconds this time. Because Cyndi Lauper had not written the song, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, it had been written in 1979 by somebody else, she could not stop the use of it in this film, including the title. And the movie was built around the title of this song.
Yeah.
Like, her song.
Right.
But she could and did refuse to allow her record to be used, which included, she changed some of the lyrics. So if you listen to the song, the lyrics are not the same as her song.
Oh.
They're similar, but she changed it up.
I didn't know that obviously because that's why I asked once or twice.
1,000 times.
But I also didn't know that was a remake.
Correct. I think,
So many songs are remakes I didn't realize.
I can't be mad at her for 3 reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Goonies.
Yeah.
She wrote all the songs to Kiki Boots.
Oh.
And she starred in what I'm sure was a hit film, Vibes, with Sir Jeff Goldblum. So she always gets a pass to me. If she didn't want to do this movie, which I don't understand, but she still gets a pass.
She also wrote a hit song in the 80s about female, alone time.
She did?
Yeah, be-bop.
Oh, that's right.
It's about masturbation.
I forgot about that pop-up video.
Oh, I miss pop-up
Do you remember
video.
what KU will do sometimes at basketball games? They'll do pop-up video about they'll like pick a certain player and they'll do pop-up video and it'll be like little facts about them. It's fun.
That's really cute.
And no one above under 40 will get it, but I'm just smiling like an idiot.
I remember one of the pop-up, there were several that I remember very clearly, but one of them was George Harrison's I Got My Mind Set on You. I just found out the other day that that's a remake too. It's from like the 60s, maybe 50s or 60s.
And that was just him. That wasn't the Traveling Wilburys.
Correct. Although it was produced by Jeff Lynne from ELO, who was also in the Traveling Wilburys. Well, do you have any other trivia?
Just one more.
Okay.
Sarah Jessica Parker agreed to do the film because the uncredited screenwriter, Janice Hirsch, was one of the writers on Square Pegs, which was the TV show that Sarah Jessica was in. SJP said that Janice wasn't into depicting people my age as being stupid, and she was also impressed with her fondness for 2 best friends who aren't competitive. Like they really cared about each other, and there wasn't, she loved that. And so, and Helen Hunt said they really let her kind of lean into the character and kind of make it how she wanted it to be, because they were originally looking for a very Goldie Hawn kind of actress, kind of character. And I love Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn's great, but that's not Helen Hunt. So, but they loved Helen Hunt. And let me tell you, I didn't write them down because they pissed me off. I read some reviews about this movie and didn't care for them, but I wrote their names down, trust and believe, in my clue book.
I didn't read them, but I hate them.
Yeah. We'll talk about those people later. But the one thing that was consistent that all of those morons said was that Helen Hunt is a scene stealer, and she is. Get it out now, because
if I get a button pushing this, I predict it will be because of Helen Hunt.
She's so hysterical.
She is amazing. Yeah, I love her relationship with Janie in this with Sarah Jessica Parker's character.
Yeah,
they really are. She just through the whole thing, her only aim is just supporting her friend, and that is rare. You just don't see that.
That's what they liked about doing this.
Yeah, she doesn't have like her own romantic thing. She doesn't have anything else. It's just, she's a ride or die for sure.
This had a budget of $5 million and it made $6.3 million.
Oof. 85 was tough.
85 was tough. Now, like a lot of movies that we do, it came out on VHS and had a big cult following. I mean, who doesn't,
they showed it on TV a lot too.
Yes. Sarah Jessica Parker, Helen Hunt. There's someone in here. There's actually 2 people in here that became, one more than the other, became huge. Although men, and lesbians probably really have fond feelings for the other one that became more well known. That's what I got.
I guess I have a little bit of a disclaimer.
Ooh, okay.
Our release times have been kind of all over the place. And that's a me thing. So we're going to try and get it back to where we were and get things nice and routine and on time. It's not for lack of love for the podcast by any means. It's just distractions.
Life is crazy. And last year it was a little bit, last year was our first year doing the podcast and we didn't really know what to expect. And Christmas is 1,000,000% my favorite holiday. Your favorite holiday? Yeah. I go crazy about it. We got really excited about our Christmas episodes. We're jacked up excited about our Christmas episodes this year. But it's a time I think that people are really busy, so people didn't listen a whole bunch last December. So we were like, wait, we really like these. Hey. But we get it. But we're gonna have fun. I say we get into it though. I say we just play the fucking song.
All right.
Ho ho ho.
Fine. I am okay to go.
Let the games begin.
Our movie begins with the gorgeous Sarah Jessica Parker, who plays our main character, Janie, and she's in a Catholic school uniform, and she is obviously at a new school and is having to tell the class a little bit about herself. She says she is boring. She hiccups when she is nervous. She likes doing gymnastics. She loves to dance.
Here's my question, though. She also says that they move a ton.
Yeah.
So she's been to tons and tons and tons of schools.
Yeah.
Her speaking in front of the class, it makes it seem like this is the first time she's ever had that experience. She should be very experienced with exactly this. This should be old hat for her.
Anytime I have to speak in front of an audience, I'm incredibly anxious.
Yeah, but you also wouldn't compete, try out to compete on a TV show. So she is okay with that a little bit more than you.
But that's dance. That's something that she's very comfortable in. She's maybe not comfortable talking about herself.
Sure. But she should be at least, if you had to say this, if you moved so much, kind of like how we did.
But maybe this is the first school that had her do that. Maybe the other schools weren't interested in her biography. I'm not.
Well, that's horrible.
I know. So maybe that's why she was so thrown off.
That's a con.
Maybe these nuns are a little too intrusive. Maybe these nuns should not.
Are the nuns being too intrusive?
Maybe the nuns should back off.
If there was a nun here right now, she would smack you on the hand with a ruler.
Well, she better back the fuck off.
I'll drop a bitch.
You know what?
I'll drop that.
I've seen Blues Brothers.
I was just thinking that. Oh my God, with the yardstick.
I know how this works.
Ooh.
Who else do we see? It is Helen Elizabeth Jane Hunt. First of her name. It's Twister. She is so amazing. And no sooner do we see Miss Helen Elizabeth Jane Hunt than we get the theme song for Dance TV. Say what you want about cocaine.
Okay, it's illegal. It has caused a number of problems to people. It causes people to think that they have really, really great ideas and maybe not such great ideas.
Okay, but also there is no way we would have neon tank tops, leather skirts, and chain belts without it. I rest my case, Your Honor. Janie is riding home on the bus and she meets her new best friend, Lynn Stone, played by Helen Elizabeth Jane Hunt. Or, as my notes say, Helen Elizabeth Jane Hunt. Because I like to really get my point across.
Jesus Christ, the 80s were enthusiastic. I don't think I can handle this.
I can.
This is a lot of energy for me.
Are you? Well, no. I don't know. I think you would have been into it. You would have definitely been into dance TV.
Oh God, you almost got me. You almost got me. How have we not mentioned that I made you a Dance TV sweatshirt?
You did. I wish I would have worn it.
Holy cow, I almost got another button push.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm still on my first page of notes.
These were very common, these types of shows.
Yes.
And neon and all that were also very common.
Uh-huh.
Is the opening where they have the guy where he's like...
He is so enthusiastic. I love him. He's loving life. He's had a bump. He's good. He's good. Well, as you mentioned in pre-synopsis, when you were allowed to say this, Lynn Stone will prove herself to be the best ride or die in cinematic history. Although I will tell you that at some point in history, both Helen Hunt and SJP dated Matthew Broderick.
Ooh, is that before or after he killed somebody?
That was an accident.
Yeah, it was vehicular manslaughter, and he just got right away from it. I think, was Sarah Jessica Parker part of that?
No.
She the one that was... No, it wouldn't have been her. It was somebody else famous was in the car.
It was Sean Young.
It was not Sean fucking Young.
What made her so crazy?
No wonder he hit him. He was distracted by the crazy.
I think she was driving, actually. I think she hit a cat, and that's why she became convinced she was Catwoman.
Hey, that's when she got convinced she was a good actor.
Oh my god. We're the worst.
I think it was in Ireland. I think he killed a person in Ireland. I think he murdered a person
Can
in
we go
Ireland.
back to making fun of Sean Young? That was way funnier. This is sad.
Maybe it's because he was driving on the other side of the car, and that just is...
I am so scared about that.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah. Oh, let's quit talking about that. Anyway, Lynn takes Janie to her babysitting job so they can both watch Dance TV together. And apparently Tuesdays are football themed day on Dance TV. The football pads are a dead giveaway. We learn that this Friday there's going to be a competition to see who is going to be the new Dance TV couple. And Janie can see her destiny waiting for her. And speaking of destiny,
Yeah.
we see a shirtless Jeff Mullane. Jeff Mullane is played by Lee Montgomery. His good friend Drew is played by Jonathan Silverman.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And his sister Maggie is played by Shannon Doherty.
Very young Shannon Doherty.
Yes. She was 13 in real life, and she played a 12-year-old in the movie.
What was the casting call for his friend? Just Jewish stereotype. We need a best friend for our main guy, and we want him to be really Jewish.
Was he Weekend and Bernie's guy with
Yep.
Andrew McCarthy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. I love Jonathan Silverman,
Yeah, cool.
but he is absolutely like a Jewish stereotype in this.
I think they spent so much time developing Lynn and Janie's relationship
Yeah.
that they just didn't spend as much time on character development. I'll give you
No
that.
shit. What's his name?
His name is Drew.
You looked at your notes.
No, I didn't. That's the way my eyeball goes. Don't
Andrew.
bring that up.
Andrew-
It hurts my feelings.
Okay.
It's a tick I have now.
Is that since the back surgery?
He says the back surgery Ty had. My eyeball goes left like that.
Oh, God. Gross.
I know. I don't actually want to talk about it.
I mean, I think I can still be seen with you in public, but I kind of don't. I mean,
In my experience, anything that's unsettling, people want to have nothing to do with. So,
you know, I learned a trick about like calling in sick or whatever, or if there's like ever a time where you want to like need to get out of a situation and you don't want any questions asked.
talk about your period?
No.
Oh.
Just say, I have diarrhea.
Oh, yes.
And then everybody's like, say no more.
No, yeah.
And there you go. And
But-
off you go.
Here's a little known fact, and some of you have been with us on this journey for almost 2 years.
Oh, God. You're not going to talk about me.
Anna and I have a lot of
Oh,
names
no.
for diarrhea.
Oh, no. You can't tell people this. It's going to gross them out.
Well, I'm not saying what they are, but I'm just saying that we have A lot of
Dozens.
Dozens.
It's not that we talk about it so much. It's just that we love
come
coming
with,
up names.
Yeah, when we come up with a new one, it's like like when I think you came up with a leaky cauldron.
Yeah.
That was one of the best days ever.
Giving the toilet the taco treatment.
Yeah.
Piggly
Wigglies.
The Piggly Wigglies, yeah. Gurgly Bowels.
Uh-huh.
The Bog of Eternal Stench.
Oh, Bog of, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's a classic.
Listening to the full collection of Muddy Waters.
Yeah.
Exploring Willy Wonka's Chocolate River.
It's just, it gives us joy.
Brownie batter.
Yeah.
Hot dog water.
Yeah. And every once in a while, like we'll be, those are just things that we text each other. But like when we're together and for whatever reason we have to talk about it, we also have the classes. We got to go.
Here's the thing. I'm going to let men in on a little bit of a secret. Women are disgusting.
Women talk about poo-poo.
Women's bathrooms are disgusting. Disgusting places. Though I will admit, I still think that men's bathrooms are worse.
They
I have
are.
to clean both.
Yeah.
So they're still pretty gross.
Yeah.
Boy, I really got us derailed. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Well, Lynn, as I mentioned before, she's not only a good friend, she's a very good babysitter. Because
what?
she is letting that adorable ginger baby play in pizza. And what can be more fun than that?
I have so many problems. I don't even know where to start.
I want to play in a pizza right now.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do, because then I can just play and like, ooh, there's cheese near
Yep.
my butt. And then I'll just grab some pizza.
Yep. And then after that, after you've eaten some ass pizza,
Yeah.
and I assume have now received fecal to oral foodborne illness.
Mm-hmm.
Is it now going to be like getting pizza all over the carpet and everything? Yeah, your face says it. I am so repulsed by this. I'm almost turned off of pizza forever. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I apologize. But what a waste of a perfectly good pizza. What a waste of a perfectly good pizza.
But it did look like it had like peppers on it, and that's not my jam.
I thought it was just cheese.
No, it had green things on it. It did have green things. I looked because
I'm okay for that.
I knew this was going to be one of your attacks.
What teenagers order pizza with just peppers on it?
The mom probably did. The mom probably ordered it ahead of time. So Lynn was like,
she ordered 2 large pizzas for 2 teenage girls and a baby.
yeah. So Lynn's like, all right, I'm going to teach this mom a lesson. I'm going to stick this baby in a pizza.
Also, that baby is a ginger. Like you said, what is it doing out of its cage?
It found a penny and it put it on its shoe and it escaped.
You know what? Actually, I didn't even see a ginger cage there. Where's that? Where are all of the ancient like warding symbols?
Oh, that's what a ginger cage looks like.
Mm-hmm.
A baby crib for a redheaded baby looks different than
You have to put those symbols up. The apotropaic eyes,
to let people know that this baby doesn't have any soul.
talismans.
Whoa.
No, you have to have that so that it's trapped, right?
Uh-huh.
You remember in Superman 2,
Yeah.
in the end, they're like in the mirror, like, whoa.
Yeah.
Those guys, they were kept in an enclosure because they're evil,
Uh-huh.
and you need to contain that. And that's what we do with gingers. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, is have them in the. I know Apple makes them. It's an eye cage. it's yeah.
Listen, bitch, if Apple made it, I would have one.
You don't have any gingers in your life.
Like, that would stop me. I would stick Leia in one and paint her orange.
Would you really? You really want to tempt fate like that?
No.
They're playing a dangerous game, letting the abomination roam freely.
God dang.
Okay, I guess fuck all of humanity then.
That's not what they
Capsule.
want. They want to dance.
But they put it on they weren't. Oh my God! Maybe that's like maybe a ginger baby on a pizza or just on food, that signals the end of time.
I need to let you know in the clearest terms possible where you've gone. You're sounding very QAnon right now. Like the Democrats have put gingers on babies, put ginger babies on pizza.
Okay, fine. Well, when a portal to hell opens up because somebody stuck a ginger baby on top of a pizza, I'm going to be the one laugh crying.
Okay, Marjorie. I take it back.
You take that back. You take that back.
Well, speaking of total bitches, we see a total bitch named Natalie, and she is harping at her dad about getting on dance TV, and she's expressing that she feels unloved and underappreciated. I think it is good that she is expressing her emotions.
My shrink is right. I'm unloved, unappreciated. I only have one car.
Also, before that, Lynn and Janie are talking. She's saying, we got to try out for this thing. And she's like, you forgot about my father. How has she forgotten about her father? She just met her like 2 hours prior. Like, how does she know what her father's like?
Lynn is such a good friend. I am sure she asked a ton of questions on the bus.
Like, what kind of dad you got?
Yeah, like, what's your dad like? Is he going to be cool about, is he going to be cool about auditions? Does he party?
Is he, what kind of daddy do you got? Do you got like the stepfather, where he might have an axe? Or do you got like Pedro Pascal?
Right.
Like daddy.
And she's like, no, axe.
That, closer to the axe.
Definitely axe guy.
On the scale, he's probably a 3, closer to like axe wielder.
Well, the harpy bitch, she's played by Holly Gagnier.
Sorry, what's her name again?
Holly Gagnier?
Gagnier?
Yeah.
Like
Gagnier. Who is not, in fact, an actress, but it is in real life a fantastic dancer, and she did all of her own dance moves.
Okay, I'm going to come back to that.
I know you are. Janie tries to get her dad to let her audition, but as we learned earlier, he is a military fella, and he says no, he has not had a chance to do a recon of Chicago.
These fucking parents.
However, Janie can't let her dreams be dreams, so she and Lynn are off to be stars.
I can't believe I actually wrote in my notes.
Yeah.
This is not a pro.
Okay.
Because I'm not saying it here. I'm criticizing myself for writing Lee Montgomery yum.
Well, that's his appearance. That's not about the movie.
Oh, thank God. Lee Montgomery yum.
Dude. But don't.
Nom, 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 nom.
Dude. Hello.
Oh, man. He wasn't just a snack.
You got technique to bring me in my dreams.
He's not like a full-on meal, but he's like a charcuterie board for sure.
He's like the always save Jason Patrick.
Gross, no. Ew. No, Lee Montgomery's way hotter than Jason Patrick. Yes. I stand by that. I'm not a Jason Patrick stan.
Lost Boys Jason Patrick?
Oh, shit.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Who's the motherfucker that was on 90210?
Jason Priestley?
That's who I thought you were talking about.
Do you not know me at all?
Well, I thought you were confused. You said that your brain was off.
Not that off. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so low rent Jason, or great value Jason Patrick. That's not kind. Maybe more like Kirkland's.
Whoa. Hey, there's a lot of good shit you get from Great Value.
But you're making it seem like, that he's like, $1.57 compared to Jason Patrick's like $9.99.
I would like you to think about what Jason Patrick looks like right now.
Oh, that jaw.
Okay.
That jaw.
But everyone's going to be a Great Value next to Jason Patrick.
What does Lee Montgomery look like now?
Fuck. He's a Great Value.
Not that.
He's great.
He's got a good personality.
He's a great dancer. He's got technique.
I still say in this he's not great value. I think you're definitely not giving him enough credit.
Okay. He is
Kirkland.
Okay. Yes.
Or Trader Joe's.
Okay. Jason Patrick is Target and he's Home Goods.
Oh, I love Home Goods. So it makes sense actually. I'm more into Lee Montgomery than I am to Jason Patrick.
Okay. So there you go.
Wow. That was very accurate. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I like it.
Okay. So, ladies, if you're a Target lady, watch Lost Boys. If you fancy yourself a trip to Home Goods, girls just want to have fun. It's your jam. For reasons that make perfect sense, cocaine, Lynn is wearing a hat with a large grasshopper on it. That bitch Natalie almost runs over Janie and Lynn.
I don't think there's even like a parking spot.
You know what? True story.
Oh, no.
For like 9 months?
Oh, God. Yeah.
When the Cork and Barrel moved to the new Cork and Barrel on 23rd Street.
I love the new location.
The new Cork and Barrel on 23rd Street is great. It's a wonderful liquor store. That's where we have to go to get religion.
Mm-hmm.
Tequila. I made my own parking spot on accident for like 9 months.
Wait, what?
Yeah. One time when we go there, I'll show you where I made my parking spot.
They have plenty of parking, though.
I know, but I thought it was a parking spot.
Oh, Katrina.
And then someday I was like, I glanced and I was like, well, I do believe that's not actually a parking spot. And I do believe I parked there thrice more.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, after you realized?
After I realized it.
Well, I mean, you're all in at that point.
I mean, I was used to, I had become accustomed to it. And you know how I am about that. Well, it's time for the auditions to start. I don't know how I can possibly explain the magic that is the audition montage. They should have sent a poet.
Why is Neil Sedaka judging this competition?
Why not? This movie, if someone were to ask me, and I know we are fortunate that we have, especially for as much shit as we say, we actually do have quite a few men that listen to this podcast.
That's true.
It continue to do so, even though we're shit talkers.
Thank you very much.
This movie's probably not the movie for you.
If you're an 80s person, you probably saw it on TV, though.
You
Everybody
think
did.
so? If someone was to ask me why this movie, I would have to say, in summary, montages. There are so many montages in this movie, and I just love a montage.
Okay, controversial opinion. Too many montages.
There's 3 montages, and that's like, that 3 is a lucky number.
Too many montages.
No. N-O. USA.
You keep like piling on the montages, they start to lose their value.
They do not.
They become great value.
No.
But not actually great.
Stop.
Lower value.
No.
This dancing competition is quite silly.
I love it.
It's quite silly.
I love it. Janie gets out there and she does some flippity doo-dahs and some ooh-ah-yays.
All she does is gymnastics. She doesn't dance.
She does dance. She does. And then Lynn kind of flips her hair around. And then her dance partner that she got paired up with, Saboteur.
What an a-hole.
He is an a-hole. Well, Janie and Lynn see that bitch Natalie paying off the guy who screwed up Lynn's chances of getting on dance TV. And Lynn says, what's better than getting mad?
Oral?
No.
Cookies.
Yes.
Oh,
No, she says getting even.
Oh, getting even.
Getting even, yeah.
Oh, wait, I mean, better than getting mad? I'd say anything is getting better than getting mad.
What if you get even after you get mad? Because that makes the evener even better because you're mad. So you've got a pissed off edge.
Wait, I don't understand.
So it says if you don't get mad, get even. But if you get mad, then the evener is even worse because you're mad.
I was following you up until through mad, and then I went off a cliff.
Basically, it's a pro.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Well, Jeff tried to arrange some dance rehearsal with Janie, but her dad fucked things up. And no, Jeff's sister Maggie took the phone because she's a teenager.
Also, gather around, children.
Oh, yeah.
Let's tell you about what it was like in the 80s to have landlines.
Yeah. Someone could just yank the phone away and then your phone call's over.
Oh my God, it's true. If you had like multiple phones in the house, but it was all the same line. So if you picked up the phone, somebody else is talking, you're like, shit, they're still fucking talking. So you have to hang up, and then you do that a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh God, if you had a fax machine, everything was really
God.
fucked. But at that point in the 80s, it was just, it was all
That
about the
was chaos.
one landline, and you had to share that phone.
Yep.
And it's like, I need you to get off the phone. I've got to call in to be the 8th caller to win tickets
To New Kids on the Block.
to New Kids on the Block, obviously. And also, I need to check the time and temp.
Right. Oh, don't even go down that rabbit hole with them. But you could actually call a phone number and get the time and temperature.
I can't explain how cool that is, but it really was. It really was cool. We just didn't know. Clocks existed and so did thermometers. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, but you could call a number also and get that information at
Tell you
the
when
same
it's
time.
Accurate.
Yeah. Well, Jeff is a little angry because Janie stood him up at dance class. But after her bestie Lynn gets her out of choir, which is...
How does she do that?
It's so funny.
Day-o. Day, you say day, you say day, you say day.
Said day, you said day, you said day, you said day.
There is a time and a place for calypso.
And I would just like to say,
That nun was a drag.
well, goes without saying, but in that scene, Lynn's hair looked fire.
Oh, I almost got a button push. Shit.
Dang it. This almost stuff is bullshit.
But also, you skipped over the little brother breaking into Janie's bath time. That was fucking weird.
Did I skip over that?
Yes, you did.
I don't recall.
When Jeff's sister was doing the old landline thing, we got distracted by the landline stuff. But
Yeah.
the fact is that Janie went on the phone because her little brother came in, broke in with a credit card,
Yeah, people did that then.
unlocked the door. Like,
Yeah,
switched
Dad
it.
was military. They learned some tricks of the trade.
Weird. And then like while she's taking a, and she knows it. She's like, pervert.
Well, yeah, so she told him, she said, get out, mister, but thank you for letting me know I have a phone call.
Well, they have issues in general with that. We'll get to that later.
Boy, we'll try to skip over that.
Mm,
I think you should do 2 more shots.
I do too.
Lynn, as we mentioned,
Mm.
does the calypso. Damn. Gets Janie out of choir practice. And Janie meets Jeff for practice. And he has some pretty sick dance moves. But I think it's going to be a while before they see eye to eye. Or hip to hip.
You're such a nerd. You're a nerd.
These hips don't
Would we call those the steps?
Yeah, he's like, 1,
I
2.
love the person that says that she's got years and years of dance practice and gymnastics and all that. And he's like, okay, try this on for size. Lift your left arm up. Now your right arm. Also, legs at the same time. And she's like, mind blown.
But they were alternating.
She's had dance and gymnastics. This is like preschool shit to her.
He's trying to impress her.
But he tried to with that Levi commercial bullshit.
Oh my gosh. But then that stupid bitch Natalie sees that they're in there practicing, and then she calls the dad, and she's like, this is Sister Natalie. Janie missed choir practice. And then, of course, Lynn, ride or die Lynn.
Wait. First of all, how did she get her number? How did she get Janie's number?
Do you remember that back in the day, and this is crazy, people, and this is why we have so many...
I am so ready. I'm already prepared for what you're going to say.
This is why we have so many documentaries about crime. People would give out lists of phone numbers. I'm not talking about phone books.
Oh.
If you signed up for a club or anything, the first goddamn thing that they would do is they would give everyone a list of everybody's phone number. So if you had the dance TV if you signed up for the dance TV competition, the first thing they did was they gave everybody's phone number so they could coordinate rehearsal times and things of that nature. And that's something that they did. And it's crazy, I know.
I don't think that that's true.
It is true. You know it. That's how things happen then.
I really don't. I thought you were going to go with the white pages, and I was like ready to like combat that.
No, I knew that's what you were going to say.
Also,
So I went with
Sister Natalie sounds fake. Aren't sisters usually named like? Don't they usually get like a? Don't they change their name?
No.
You know, like
No, they're not all Sister Marie or Sister
they are.
Amelie or
Sister Margaret, Sister
Jane.
Jane.
No. Some of them have cool names, like Sister Natalie.
Sister Natalie. Natalie.
I like the name Natalie. It makes me think of Natty Ann.
Makes me think of Natalie Wood.
Aww.
Remember all those jokes about how wood couldn't float? Okay, sorry. Remember all those timely jokes about...
Wasn't there a Garbage Pail Kid? Something about Natalie Wood?
Probably.
I can't remember.
There was an Anna Banana. I remember that. Okay, so her ride or die, you were saying.
Yes. Lynn. Oh, because the brother, who can be a little creepy from time to time, he has a walkie-talkie outside, and he's like, Janie, some Sister Natalie called the house and told Dad that you skipped choir practice. So Lynn is like, I got you, girl. And she like rushes Janie into the house, and she's like,
Okay, kiddo, you're home, you're safe, you're alive.
Oh my God, what happened?
She overdid it. It was gymnastics tryouts. She hyperventilated on the uneven parallel bars. She almost spun to death.
Lynn is the best character of this movie. Isn't that a problem?
no, I don't think she's a distracting character.
The best character of the movie isn't the lead.
I don't think she's the best character. I think she's a great character.
I think she steals it.
That's a button push.
No, it isn't.
Yes, you said she steals the movie. You said she steals the movie. That's a button push.
But I'm using it as a negative.
You said that that character steals the...
But I'm using it as a negative.
No, but you're talking about how great that character is. I think that's a pro.
I even wrote in my notes, not a button push. Shit!
Okay, I'm going to do something crazy. And I don't think you're going to like it.
I know I'm not going to like it.
But in the spirit of Christmas,
don't do this.
which...
Not like this.
Not like this. In the spirit of Christmas, which we both love so much.
Mm-hmm. So much.
I know something about you.
Don't do this.
I know you hate Hallmark movies. Just in general. Not one in particular.
Just the genre.
Just the genre. So I would like you to say something
Oh,
that you
God.
like about Hallmark movies.
Have you seen the thing where they put AI and they create like Hallmark movies and they're like legitimately like as good
Weird.
of
Oh,
plots?
really? No.
Yeah, because that's how fucking good they are. It's like they're so generic.
You're going the wrong way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So something good about this doesn't seem fair because it's about more than one movie.
Actually, I think this is more than fair because this lets you be kind of vague because it's about a genre. So it's
Actually,
like
I
a
like
Christmas gift.
That is a Christmas gift.
There you go.
Thank you, Katrina.
You're welcome.
Okay, what do I love about Hallmark movies?
But first,
Oh,
take
God.
that slut thing back from the opening.
I got it.
What?
I know what I love about Hallmark movies.
What?
They put out the KFC thing with Mario Lopez, where he's Colonel Sanders,
Which we've repeatedly asked people to watch.
and that is a gift to the world.
That is a gift to the world.
Gloria.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that thing. I can't think of what it's called. It's not spice.
Something desire.
Yeah, something of desire.
Spice of my desire. Chicken of my desire. Something desire. I think desire's in it.
Why didn't they call it like secret recipe of desire or something like that? Like that would have
Yeah.
made sense.
Are we sure it isn't?
Well, they did that. And if that isn't creative, I don't know what is.
Are you sure that isn't Lifetime?
Not really.
I think that's Lifetime.
You're a Lifetime. I can't say I like Hallmark cards.
No.
Okay. Well, Hallmark movies. They. Oh, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
They are an annual tradition, correct?
Yeah.
I love annual traditions.
Okay. Well, that bitch Natalie invites Jeff to her debutante ball, which Janie and Lynn find out about. And after they get a hold of the invite, they make 150 copies of it and decide, speaking of spice, to spice up the party. And it's debutante ball time.
Well, first they get the invitation because they go to the mall.
Yeah.
Oh, the mall.
The mall.
I feel like just naming like mall shit.
Remember malls like Sabaro's Pizza?
We had a roller bar. It was called Rollerball Arcade.
And
Arcades in the mall
Claire's.
were like Claire's. Yeah, Spencer's is still a thing.
Yeah, Spencer's is still
But
a thing.
that was then. There's always like a cookie place.
Uh-huh. Oh, and Annie Ann's.
Oh man.
Oh, and Orange Julius.
Oh, it's Julius. I remember when I lived in Colorado, when I had just moved there, they had a Chipotle, and right next to it was a Cinnabon. And I would go for my lunch break, and I would go get a Chipotle burrito and then the pecan Cinnabon, and I would eat both, and I got fat. I did gain quite a lot of weight during that time.
Well, I hope you were happy, though, because that sounds delicious.
Oh, it was so fucking good.
That sounds like happiness.
That was almost a bang bang.
Well, yeah, that sounds like happiness in a wrapper. Two of them.
I must have eaten like 3,000 calories like in lunch.
That sounds delicious. Dude, that sounds good.
You know, when you're in your 20s, you're invincible. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I'm going to live forever.
Fuck you, heart.
Give me extra of the frosting. Okay, so anyway, not about the malls. Okay, so yeah, so they're going to destroy a party?
Well, that bitch Natalie.
The one that's at like the Holiday Inn?
It's at the country club.
It looks like a Holiday Inn.
No, it's a country club. That bitch Natalie comes out in a devil red dress befitting of her evil personality. And no sooner does she come out than the real partiers arrive. Speaking of arrived,
Yes.
when we decided on doing this movie, you said,
I don't remember.
how does this make, what makes this our Thanksgiving movie? And I said, I'll tell you when the time is right.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We have arrived at the time in the movie,
At the debutante ball?
at the debutante ball. That's what makes this a Thanksgiving
What the
movie.
fuck does that make it a Thanksgiving
Well, I will
movie?
tell you. Do you recall
Yeah.
when the one party goer,
The way the crasher or the part or like one of the people?
well, one of the late invites,
Crasher.
we would call him,
Crasher.
he elevates himself above the buffet table.
So he gets up on the table that the caterers. Oh my god. Okay, I'll come back to that.
And he loves this turkey so much.
wait, no.
He puts his foot in it. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
You can't make this a Thanksgiving movie because for like 2 seconds in the movie somebody foot fucks a turkey.
Yes, I did. I did. He did. I did. We all did. And you know what I'm gonna do tonight?
Fuck a turkey?
Yeah.
How is someone eat that turkey?
Well, after.
Also, did that turkey consent? Isn't that what you always say?
Yes, I have a letter.
Gobble gobble, gobble gobble, foot gobble. Yeah.
Does his handwriting suck? Yes.
You know what it is? Chicken scratch.
You know what? you can't fucking read it. But I assure you,
Everybody knows turkey can't write for
he
shit.
can't write for shit. But he was like, do your worst.
Look, I'm okay with this, and I don't appreciate your questioning.
People have been stuffing shit in this hole for
Why do you
years.
think it's called stuffing?
Yeah. You think your foot's going to bother me? I don't think so.
As a caterer,
Yes.
I find this crashed party disrespectful, that would be a nightmare. I can't imagine like putting all the time and effort that it took. Somebody did that ice sculpture. Somebody did an ice sculpture.
Yeah.
And
Well, it got felt up before everything went awry.
that's awful. Did that ice sculpture consent?
Yes. Yes.
Everybody knows ice sculptures can't consent. Can't write for
they
shit.
can't write for shit, you
'Cause
know?
their fingers are so cold.
Yeah. I mean, it was just a soggy piece of paper, so you know it.
Also, why is she wearing like a Princess Jasmine outfit? That definitely feels like cultural appropriation.
Yes, that's how you know she's the worst.
She is the worst.
She is the worst.
Well,
Okay. Oh, hey. Do you know who's in the scene, though?
turkeys,
I mentioned this earlier.
ice sculptures,
No.
band.
In this scene, if you go to and you don't have to watch this movie, people. Just listen to us and find this episode funny, but also go watch this movie because
If
it's
you love
very
the
entertaining.
80s, watch this movie.
Maybe have an edible.
Don't have an edible.
But in this scene, there is a part where somebody does a thing where they pull the tablecloth out. You know that thing where they pull the tablecloth out underneath the dishes.
And everything stays up.
Yeah, and everything stays up. And then you see somebody like push the table up. The person pushing the table up is Robert Downey Jr.
What the fuck?
Right?
You're like, speaking of cocaine,
Mind blown.
speaking of blowing
Right?
cocaine,
Right?
there probably was quite a lot of cocaine at
Right.
this.
The other uncredited person in this movie, actor in this movie that became big later on, that was a dancer in some of the dance TV stuff, is Gina Gershon.
What?
Yeah,
Get the fuck
I
out.
cannot.
Did anybody throw pearls and like push her down a staircase?
No,
Like that Naomi? That
no.
Naomi bitch.
Can't trust her.
She tried to bond with her over dog food
I know.
and then just had the audacity to throw down pearls and push her down the
I
fucking
know.
stairs.
She's
Or
the
like
worst.
rhinestones. No, not even pearls. It was like rhinestones.
I know. Well, she did coke on Saved by the Bell, and then once you do that, there's no going back.
Yeah. They don't call it the Peach Pit for nothing.
Mm-mm. Believe that was Beverly Hills 90210.
Whatever.
Okay. Well, speaking of mistakes, somehow Anna, in taking her notes, spelled pommel correctly.
How dare
We were taking her notes. Anna spelled. There's a part in this movie coming. So they're doing gymnastics and there's a pommel horse. Anna spelled pommel correctly. But this, you're a horrible person. Bitch, I put it in my notes. Anna spelled horse HORSZ. And I was like,
Z-E, thank you.
no.
Yes, I've got it right here
I was
in
like,
front of me.
Anna, what? She's like, well, the S and the Z are very close. I'm like, no, they're not.
Yeah, they're right next to each other on the keyboard. Catty corner.
Catty corner.
Yeah.
It's not next
I've got
to.
long. Look at my nails.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Katrina, look at my nails.
No.
I
Jamie.
can't believe you put that in your fucking
Yeah, I
notes.
did. I thought it was hysterical. How did
You're
you get,
horrible. Emphasis on the whore.
how did you get pumped? Anyway, Janie and Jeff are going to meet up to get some practice in later. Giggity. Natalie is trying to talk her dad into fixing the competition. Why did I spell competition?
Yeah, how did you spell it?
Huh?
But there's some red lines.
I don't know. So wrong that my spell check can't fix it. Anyway, because she is a lazy whore. Meanwhile, Jeff and Janie are at a club dancing, and Jeff rescues her from a Neanderthal who doesn't take no for an answer. Does Drew play a very insensitive game with the woman who puts him in his fucking place?
I can't believe you put that in
Yes.
quotes.
Well, because it's not a game, because I don't like it, and I love games.
It's SA. So why don't you explain what this essay game is.
What does that mean?
Sexual assault.
Oh, well, he says...
Picture this. It's World War II, and our ship is going down in the middle of the Pacific, and our only hope is the shortwave radio.
He has her, like, put her hands up and
Beep,
beep, beep.
Beep. And she's got her... Okay. Can I?
Sure.
Okay, so she's got... Because this is an audio medium. We haven't done video yet.
Yeah.
We're working on it. I can barely get the episodes out.
It's fine. No,
on
it's fine.
video.
No.
Hands on the head, like to the side, and then like elbows out, kind of like she's doing like an impression of a mogwai.
Mm-hmm.
Like pointy ears, and then like going back and forth, like beep, 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 like twisty turny, beep, beep, beep. So her arms are up, unprotecting anything else below her head.
And he says, very inappropriately,
Tune in, Tokyo. Tune in, Tokyo.
and touches her boobies.
That's fucked up.
It is. I
That is
agree.
so fucked up.
It is. I never said I was a fan of Drew. That's why I literally don't mention him every chance I don't get.
I think I had in my notes that I was assuming that Janie and Jeff had good chemistry. I think that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, this is when they're outside of her house, and she's like, and I never thought at this point I'd have a boyfriend.
Well, nobody mentions chemistry, right? Or do they?
No.
Okay, well, I just wrote, I fucking hate chemistry.
Oh, I know. I remember this part. I remember this part in your notes.
Did somebody mention chemistry?
We did. We were talking about it.
Oh, I fucking hate. Actually, I don't. I don't hate chemistry at all. I have like a throw pillow that has the periodic table on
I
it.
know.
'Cause
I'm surprised. I know.
nerd.
At the time, I was like, "You don't hate chemistry." I'm not sure why you're saying this, but I think it was alcohol.
How dare you?
But guess what we have?
After he says it's the safest thing between your legs,
Yeah. After that.
and after they make out in front of her own house,
After that as well.
and after I say this guy is a fucking moron, it doesn't matter how cute he is.
After that as well.
Dancing montage.
Dancing montage. But not just a dancing montage.
That's it.
This is a we are getting better at dancing montage mixed with we are falling in love montage with a dash of we have really cute dance outfits montage. Oh my god. It's the most dangerous of montages of all. There's even a hill with some leaves that they roll down. Get it. Well, Natalie's dickhead of a dad. I love a you know what? Give me a drama, and if there's a drama with a sad montage in it, I'll watch it.
You'll be less sad?
No, I'll be more sad, but I'll be like, all right, thank you for giving
Well,
that.
that's a con.
No, thank you for giving that to me in montage form. I just love a montage. I can't help it.
Well, the Academy Award for Worst Fucking Liar for any movie goes to Janie.
Janie. Oh, with her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I woke up and I thought I was in public school and I got makeup on and then it went in my face and I can't go to grandma's because I just started Latin. Bye. But is it a con that she's a bad liar?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be a pro that she's
No.
a bad liar?
No.
Why don't we want people to be bad liars?
She is in the streets of Chicago now. She's got to learn some skills to be able to
Homegirling
survive on the
streets
streets.
of Chicago.
You don't want her to survive on the streets of Chicago?
She's not in the streets of Chicago.
Sure she is. We've seen it. We see it a bunch of times.
We see it once at the end of the movie when
She's on a bus.
she and Lynn with her hairspray and her firebomb are racing around.
The
She's
dad
fine.
even says, like, I haven't done recon yet. I haven't seen, like, how often you're going to need to lie.
But
He said that in the beginning.
But the dad hasn't done recon of their own home. He's a little overprotective.
If he's overprotective, why hasn't he done recon of their own home?
Because he doesn't feel like he needs to because he trusts her. He's never had a reason to not trust her.
It doesn't sound over
Protective?
protective.
He is overprotective. He checks in on her like every fucking second of the day when she's there. Math, chemistry, Latin,
But didn't do recon on his own house?
He's never had a reason to not trust her. This is the first time in her life when she's allowing herself to step outside of the rigid boundaries that have been set for her.
I'm in love.
Yeah, because she's in love.
I believe I have wings.
I believe I can fly, but anyway, because she loves to dance. She's supposed to dance on dance TV. That's all she wants. Natalie's dickhead of a dad threatens Jeff that if he doesn't drop out of the competition, then he will fire Jeff's dad. So then Jeff picks a fight with Janie and says he quits.
Whoa! Well, how does he threaten him? He says that you can come back to the country club, right?
As his caddy.
I can always use a good caddy.
He offers him a job.
I'm clutching pearls I don't have.
Well, he offers him a job. That's nice.
I could use a good caddy.
Listen.
The whiteness of it all.
Would I have said that? No, I don't golf.
You would not. Like, the thought of you being rude to somebody is like kryptonite for you.
Ugh.
And me. I'm actually getting hives right now.
Can we just move on to something else?
Please, thank you. I'm making me itchy.
Janie gets busted sneaking back in because her dad got a security system. But guess what? She ain't got nowhere to go, Dad. She ain't got nowhere to go.
I don't know why, but I wrote, this day, that's a con.
Well,
Explain to me why this day,
had
that's a con.
Bad day. Well, Jeff said...
Oh, wait, is this when she... Okay, I do have some things to say. I actually wrote, I do have some things to say about her hanging out in her underwear with her brother around.
Jeff's dad tells him that it doesn't matter what that dickhead Natalie's dad says. If you can win the dance competition, you got to finish what you start. And
is he at Bridges?
No, his name is Biff something, actually. He
looks
was
like
in Wonder Years. He was in Gilmore Girls. He's not at Bridges.
But not like a Bridges family reunion?
No, maybe a third cousin. But
he looks like a third cousin to the Bridges. They should investigate that. They haven't done that yet. That's a con.
Jeff says, Dad, Janie and I can win. And his dad says, go do it, boy.
Then win.
So then Janie's brother lets Janie know that Jeff is going to dance.
When does he let her know?
Well, she is in the privacy of her own room.
Yes.
So she is by herself.
With her windows open.
Well, getting fresh air is good for you. So that's self-care, obviously. I'm
not going to go into whether or not Americans are too prudish.
We are very prudish.
We are. But she lives in America, and those are just the rules. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. That's not for me to decide. Okay. That is up to the Keebler elves. Anyway, what I'm saying is, they decide the rules every year at the Great Awakening.
What?
Yeah, annually.
At the Keebler Elf Awakening?
No. Where they decide like what's going to be the rules for the new year so that we can have a good harvest. Anyway, the point is, what we have decided as a society is that we will dress a certain way and have a certain amount of modesty amongst our family and friends and social, and it varies. But I can tell you that hanging out in your fucking underwear around your little brother is weird.
She wasn't hanging out around him with her underwear. She was in her room. He, because of his age, and he's precocious. I mean, he's
a precocious kid.
He's a precocious kid. And he is very resourceful. And he went into her room. That's not her.
So she told him to get out because I'm not dressed.
She would have. But she was so distracted that he said Jeff is going to dance. That she was like, holy shit, thank God I only have my underwear on because I need to get dressed.
You think that teenagers are incapable of like being aware of more than one thing at a time. I just want to remind you that my almost 16-year-old daughter would have been about this similar age.
Yeah, I think teenagers struggle to be aware of more than one thing at one time. I think they're pretty singularly focused.
Privacy is really big to teenagers. Privacy is huge to teenagers.
To some teenagers?
All teenagers.
No. Do you know any teenagers in the history of your life that didn't care about modesty?
Yeah. That didn't care about modesty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had a friend that was like, her dad was a pastor.
Okay, so see?
And she walked around in her underwear, and it's a story I still tell today. I told it on Reddit, and that's not inappropriate.
Okay.
It was for karma.
All I'm saying is she was just trying to get some fresh air and meditate and, nurse her broken heart. She was probably, listening to the birds.
The birds?
Sing, like trying to soothe her soul.
You think Janie was listening to the birds?
You don't like birds singing?
Oh, I thought you meant BYRDS, like the birds, like the group from the 60s.
Not. No, the birds outside. She had the window open. She was trying to like calm herself.
Uh-huh.
Like,
wasn't her dad chainsawing down tree branches during that time?
She was listening to the birds die from the tree branches falling.
Flee.
And she was praying for them.
It was like the end of The Secrets of Nim, where they're just like, oh fuck, the farmer's tractor's coming. Everybody get the fuck out.
She's like, always in my heart, Bluebird. I mean, she was saying prayers. That's how she is. She cares. She was praying for the fallen birds.
Well, okay.
Yeah. It's time for dance TV competition time. And spelled this correctly. So I'm going to have to go back to my notes earlier and figure out what I did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to win? As fate would have it, Janie's parents have some TV time and decide to reminisce about their dance days. And they see Janie on TV.
Because she snuck out.
Yeah.
My teenage daughter sneaking out when we live in Chicago, the mean streets of Chicago, as they say. That's how it's known. There's the Sausage King of Chicago, and then there's the mean streets of Chicago. That's it.
No, there's the Miracle Mile. There's the Navy Pier.
Shut up.
Oh.
Anyway, my daughter sneaking out, I wouldn't be like, oh, cute, she's on TV. I would have been like, get some prayer warriors on this.
But the dad did freak out.
Start the phone tree.
The dad did. The dad's like, Dad's like, oh no,
Well, old Xanax mom is like completely unconcerned.
Janie looks so beautiful on TV. The mom's so proud of her.
Her daughter is supposed to be sleeping upstairs. Instead, she is, who knows? Who knows?
No,
she could be in a warehouse.
No, we all
somewhere
know.
Getting filmed.
No, we all know she's on dance TV. She's on the competition.
Where is that filmed? The warehouse.
Everyone knows where she is. She's very safe.
Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't like this at all. As a parent, no parent would like this. You would, oh my God. You would, if there's even, if you're like, whenever there's a child in your house and they're supposed to be sleeping, and if you even hear something that sounds like a ghost swing, you're on it like that. You're like, oh, this doesn't sound right. They're probably dead.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
I don't want people, listen, I don't want people to aspire to the level of anxiety that pulses from my body. It's not good.
How do you feel about dogs?
What about dogs?
How do you feel about them?
Well, I love dogs.
Really? So would you ever threaten a dog with fire?
Would I ever threaten a dog with fire?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If a dog had rabies?
Yes.
and was going after a child,
Yeah.
I would threaten the dog.
No, you wouldn't. You would be like, I can talk him down.
No, because
You know him, right?
Because if they're at like Cujo status,
Yeah.
you can't. No, it's in their brain. You can't.
It's always in their brain.
You can't do it.
So you would be okay with like taking hairspray and a lighter,
Because that
and
doesn't do anything to him but scare him away. It makes him run away.
That is a weapon. That's a flamethrower.
It scares him away. It doesn't hurt him. It scares him away.
Back off, Cujo.
Yeah, back off.
Flamethrower.
She said, back off, bozo.
Bozo. Yeah, you're right. She probably couldn't say Cujo.
Stephen King's like, if this movie ain't good enough for Cyndi Lauper, it's not good enough for me.
I was going to say, I'm on Cyndi Lauper's side. I'm not giving rights to shit. Also, I saw you guys have some good coke.
I'm still on that shit. Holy shit. It is a tie between that bitch Natalie and Janie.
After his underage partner signs whatever.
So we have one more montage. It's a dance-off. It's a dance-off montage. This movie couldn't get any better.
Slow, quick, slow. Dancing in heaven. I never thought I could be this, but Orbital, be-bop.
Yeah, love that song.
Not enough people know about that song, Orbital, be-bop. It was really hard to find on Spotify. That's gone.
They know now.
It's your fault.
It's your fault. We're bringing it to the people.
People should know about it.
They are. We're telling them.
I bet Jessie Wagner has seen this movie.
If she hasn't, I'm going to be so... If she hasn't and she watches this movie and she loves it and then does like a cover of one of these songs, I will freak the fuck out. She's seen the pirate
there's
movie.
no way she hasn't seen this movie. Also, just our episodic reminder, if you haven't listened to Jessie Wagner's music, please listen to it because it's awesome.
Yeah, I saw her.
She puts out new stuff all the time.
I know. I saw her on Instagram the other day.
Me too. Do you see the thing she posted about her family?
Yeah, but also, I know, but I guess I'm objectifying her. She had she is gorgeous.
Guys, we kind of have a little bit of a crush on Jessie Wagner.
Damn, girl. But her music is wonderful. Her voice is bonkers.
She has seen this movie. I guarantee it.
I hope so. Guess who wins?
Natalie.
No, it's Janie. And Janie's dad has arrived and he sees how good she is and obviously how hard she works. And even though she didn't follow the rules, he does appreciate hard work.
The military guy is like okay with somebody breaking the rules.
No,
nothing against military people.
He's not okay with her breaking the rules. Mm-hmm. And they're probably going to have a conversation about that. She's probably going to have to drop and give him 20. But he's proud of her for having a goal, and following it through and winning the mission.
I almost got another button push just then.
Damn it. Yeah, he's proud of her. He does love her. He's just got a, missile up his ass.
And then what happens?
And then so something I didn't mention, I should have mentioned it earlier, and I didn't write the person's name down because I'm a jerk. Oh, crap, I should say.
She's a jerk. How did you not even talk about that? The person that plays the host is Richard Blade, who anybody that has Sirius Radio and listens to the 80s on Sirius Radio has heard of Richard Blade.
I had too many other things to focus on. The montage is just...
him.
So, Dance TV has a host... But then they also have this other host named Ricky, who's this gorgeous woman who just kind of comes out and is fabulous every once in a while.
Gives the news.
Yeah, she's kind of the news.
Gossip.
Yeah. She's kind of like downtown Julie Brown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She was supposed to have like a sentence in this movie, and that was it. She was played by Christy Summers, but they really liked her. Oh. And so they gave her a few more lines in the movie.
Trivia, right?
That is trivia.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, towards the end of the movie, you see Ricky and the host,
Neil Stacca.
who's played by Richard Blaze.
Oh, no.
No,
No, not Richard Blade, not the host of the show, the guy behind the scenes that was running the dance competition. Yes,
right.
that guy.
I know, I'm screwing up the guy's
Doesn't
name.
matter.
Okay. You see, Ricky is like pissed off, like, no one respects me, I'm out of here. And all through the movie, you see Lynn, like whenever Dance TV is referenced, Lynn is like, oh God, I love Ricky.
Oh, it's Ricky.
It's Ricky. And then when they're running into Dance TV, Lynn sees Ricky walking out.
It's Ricky.
And then like the host of the show is like, where is that Ricky? And then all of a sudden at the end of the movie, you see Lynn in head to toe gold on a chariot where she fucking belongs, riding onto the stage. And you're like, we've got a new Ricky.
Just to be clear.
What?
Janie and Lynn are still in school, correct?
Yeah.
Won't that affect them being on a TV show? Being in a Catholic school?
Yeah. Would that affect them being on a...
Yes.
No.
It's not like they can have like careers on TV. They're currently enrolled in Catholic school.
No, but they would, like, after school, they would go be on this, like, they're, this was in the outtakes. So they're auditioning to be the new Dance TV couple in the fall. They graduate in May.
These are seniors.
Yeah.
They say that they're seniors.
In the outtakes.
In the outtakes.
Yep.
Well, I didn't see the outtakes. It's a con.
That's, I mean, well, I hate to say this, but that's kind of con about you not preparing that you didn't watch the outtakes.
How dare you? Well, if we're talking about Ricky, then there's no more, right?
There's no more. That's the end.
That's the end.
It's done. Yes. It's over now.
Only one button push. I could have gotten 4.
I know.
At least.
I know.
I know.
I like that when we began this, I'm like, I feel so sober. I don't like it. It feels weird.
This doesn't make any sense.
I don't get it at all. Not at all. This movie means so much to us. We have seen it a lot. Like I said, this was on our original list.
Yeah.
Back when we thought what our concept would be we would do movies that the Rotten Tomatoes was
had
below
less than 50%.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way this. Yeah, but haters.
I did not like reading the reviews. I was getting pissed off.
I didn't like it for you.
I know. Thank you. Thank you.
But I love this movie. I was so glad to watch it again.
Yeah, it was fun to watch it.
I do listen to the soundtrack quite a bit. I have an 80s playlist on Spotify that I listen to a bit, and Orbital be-bop is on there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's your happy ending?
Be-bop. Oh, my happy ending.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my happy ending is actually a bit of a precursor to our next episode.
Ooh.
My happy ending is Jim Henson.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I could have written we could have had an entire episode just about how wonderful Jim Henson was.
Yeah.
But I'll just say, I try to keep it a little bit, short and sweet. But if you look up his upbringing, it seems he was just an ordinary guy. There wasn't anything weird. He seemed to have, normal parents. Nothing was odd. There was nothing like unusually ambitious about him or anything. Just a regular person. And that's what I love, is that I believe Jim Henson's impact on the world is immeasurable. And isn't it wonderful that it comes from somebody ordinary?
Yeah.
That to me is really inspirational. He changed how puppetry was shown. Before it was kind of stationary, where, kind of like on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, where it had the land of make-believe or whatever, where you just see, it's just, that's what it is. Here's a set, puppets are above a wall, and the puppeteers are just behind the wall, and it was contained. And he took that wall away and made puppetry into something that seemed more real. And without limitations, and because of that, they were able to interact with live actors and musicians and whatnot, where they made it seem more real.
Mm-hmm.
And it was especially important to him because how he made the puppets made them more able to convey emotion. Because just of how he constructed his Muppets, they were able to convey emotion, which was kind of lacking because before puppets were just like, what would you describe this as?
Just kind of flapping.
Yeah, that was it. But it was important to him because he seemed to regard human connection with like the highest esteem.
Oh.
If anyone hasn't seen the clip of Kermit and the little girl doing the ABCs,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful example of what he was so good at.
Now I know my ABCs.
Next time, Cookie Monster.
Next time Cookie Monster can do it with you. I'm leaving.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thanks.
My favorite quote about him is, I'm so sorry, I forgot to write down who said it, but it said, Jim had a special gift for appreciating and nurturing the talent of others, was never threatened or intimidated by it, and liked nothing better than to be around other creative dreamers.
Mm-hmm.
He just wanted to bring beautiful things in the world and knew he could give beautiful things to the world. Jim Henson is definitely my happy ending.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
And that sets us up for what is going to be our first Christmas movie.
Yes. Which we were going to do last year and we just couldn't fit it in.
Look at my feet.
I know. You were so excited. They're just moving around like they're being operated by someone else.
So fucking excited. Actually, look. I actually can't reach the floor with this chair.
Jesus Christ.
Our next movie is going to be The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yep.
And it's going to start our Christmas movies for December.
We are doing our Christmas movies. I'm stoked. We're doing Muppet Christmas Carol. We're not going to say what we're doing for our second one.
Just in case we change.
Yeah. It's definitely going to, we're definitely going to try something out for it and see if it works. So, to be determined.
We're doing things that are very familiar. Everybody's seen.
Well, except my last one. I might actually say my last one because it might give people time to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love people to see it because it is a super underrated movie and it is so good. You'll be shocked by the people in it.
Beloved.
Yes. It is called Mixed Nuts. It has Steve Martin, Rita Wilson, Liev Schreiber,
Adam Sandler.
Juliette Lewis,
Rita Wilson.
I already said Rita Wilson, but it's so tired. Madeline Kahn.
Oh. Robert Klein.
Robert Klein. Robert Lagosha.
No.
What's that guy's? We're terrible at this. We forget him every time.
Because he was from Empire Records.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know, we do this every time.
It's a wonderful cast. It's a wonderful movie.
It is such a good movie.
It's really funny.
It's this cast of people that basically runs a suicide hotline, which sounds hilarious, I know. But
and there's like a serial killer aspect. No wonder you love this movie so much.
I know. It checks all my boxes. It doesn't have a montage. It's okay. Oh, kind of a montage. It doesn't really have a montage. It is a Santa, so it's fine. But there's a serial killer noise behind us.
But first up is The Muppets Christmas Carol. Yeah. And I seriously can't wait.
If I get out of that movie without a button push, I will be...
There's no way. I'm telling you right now. I will buy the next bottle of religion if you can get out without a button push.
Ooh. Oh. Mistletoe.
It's The Muppets Christmas Carol. We've seen this dozens and dozens of times.
Okay, meep.
Meep. until we get to record that.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, Katrina Porter.
Bye, Honest Reading.